Hi everyone, it's me, Mimi from the Drew Carey Show. No, I'm just joking, but we are taking inspo from her today. Happy to bring back some love to Mimi because my first boss in Sweden was named Mimi and she was so mean to me. So I thought Mimi was a cute name, but that girl kind of spoiled it for me. But today we're appreciating Mimi with the blue eyeshadow because it is so on trend now. It's all over the runway. Saw it in Euphoria. So this is totally a fab look which you could have on a night out. You could also totally make it a daily look as well. I know a lot of people are scared of putting color on their eyes, but hopefully this inspires you to try something new. So don't forget to like and subscribe to my channel. Let me know if you would like to see more videos like this. And without further ado, let's get into the blue. Okay, so to start, we're gonna start with the base. I have my favorite ever Dermaceutic, and I'm just gonna put this all over. And it just honestly gives me such a good moisturizing glow. It's amazing. It's my favorite ever. I should have cleaned my pores yesterday because it was Sunday and I do have a little bit of blackheads on my nose, but it was Bay Day and that's also important too, to remember, take time to live your life and spend time with your loved ones. It's good to remember to take time also to just relax and be with your fam. And so we had a really nice day. And so my pores are a little bit dirty, but that's life and that's real life. Now we're gonna move on to the eyes. So I want to first color correct a little bit under my eyes and also the inner corner because I'm so dark there and I don't want to bump my shadow later. I also should have washed my makeup brushes yesterday because they're dirty, but that's life. So I'm using my little MAC palette here. This one is the light colored one. I'm taking that on my fluffy Real Techniques brush. I love this one, and so I'm just trying to brighten up a little bit under my eyes and in the inner corner here. So this is the Danessa Myricks Color Fix Primer. It is amazing. I love this one. An invisible eyeshadow base. For a look like this, it's super important to have some kind of eyeshadow primer that the color can stick to because we do want it to have that really bright pigmented color. I'm just putting this on here. And I'm really gonna focus this just on the lid because that's really where I want the most color. And I'm using my fourth finger because I'm on my eye and we don't want to pull the skin too much when we use our fingers on our eyes. So the fourth finger is usually the most gentle one. A little bit of a fluffy brush. And I'm going to go in my crease, what I have of a crease, and just define that a little bit. So we bring in a little bit of warmth there. And this is going to be the bronzer that I use also on my face, so it's going to be perfect to sort of blend the colors in everywhere. So now we're going in with basically the main event, and it is the Blue Blood palette from Jeffree Star Cosmetics. We're going to be dipping into the shade I'm Cold. We're taking a flat eyeshadow brush and I'm just coating it in that shadow. I'm going to flip the brush up and down so that I can get as close as possible to the lash line, and I'm going to tap that on. So I'm tapping because if I smear it, the color is going to lose its vibrancy. And we're going just up to the crease. And this really is a wearable way to wear blue eyeshadow. Like I said, Mimi from the Drew Carey Show was like ruined blue eyeshadow for everyone. But it's time to bring it back because it is gorgeous. You can see that is a really beautiful blue. The Danessamyricks primer is what's saving this look, because these are nice eyeshadows, but they don't go on this nice without that primer. So now I'm dipping into the Jeffree Star Thirsty palette, also a good one, but it has these really nice matte browns that are a little bit gray toned. So I'm taking this one here that is subtle, and it's really sort of almost like a, I don't know, a darker taupe. It's really nice. And I'm just ever so lightly, I have hardly any pressure on my brush, just putting that in the crease there. Formulas, except for a few which are made in Italy, are manufactured in the US, and I think that's super important to bring manufacturing back to North America, so I can really support a brand like that. Also, over the pandemic, he sent all of his employees home with full pay, so I can also support a brand that takes care of their employees. Okay, so I've curled my eyelashes, and now I'm going to add a small liner. I'm actually using this NYX Professional Makeup Lift and Set Brow Tint pen in black, but my eyebrows are a little bit too light for it right now because I haven't dyed them. So I'm going to use it as a liner actually, because I really like the pen. So I want to do a small flick, but I don't want any like liner that is going to overpower the eyeshadow look. So I'm really going with the side of the pen just across my lash line. When I get to the end, I'm going to do a small wing, and I'm going to focus on the wing going out instead of up. We don't want to round the eyes, so making a wing go up is really going to round your eyes, whereas making a wing go out is going to elongate them. I'm going to tight line now, and we're going to use the Huda Beauty Life Liner in black, and I'm going to use the pencil side, and I'm going to go just in my upper waterline, called tight lining, and it really just ensures that everything is super black. So there's no gap between your liner, your lashes, and your false lashes. I have added mascara and a half lash, which is a half of an Ardell Wispy. My lashes are kind of haggard because they're kind of old, so like, Ardell, can you sponsor me? I'm waiting for someone to send me some damn lash. I like to cut them in half and then use the smaller side, like the inside of the lash, on my outer corner, just because I do have kind of round eyes, so I do find that that little bit on the end there gives me some lift, and in the inside my eyelashes are quite long anyways. My brows are pretty much ready for a overhaul. They're like kind of crazy, kind of bushy. I need to dye them. Let me know if you would like to see a brow tutorial on how I shape and maintain them, because right now they have nothing. A strobe cream, and I'm going to put that just a little bit on my hand. I always put too much. It's like they make the bottle so easily squirtable. I think it's because they want you to buy more. A fluffy brush, and just put that all over my face, starting in my cheeks, because that's really where I want the most. This just gives your skin such a beautiful, nice glow, which is really what we want when we have kind of a outrageous eyeshadow look like this. We want to keep the skin looking very natural and healthy. So now I'm gonna do foundation, and I'm going in with my new foundation, the MAC Studio Water Weight Foundation. I like this one a lot. It has a very natural look. I don't love the face and body foundation because I find it's just a little bit too watery, but this one was kind of in between, so it was a really nice light foundation, which I appreciated. Just putting that on my hand, and then I'm taking a fluffy Real Techniques brush, and I'm starting on the middle of my face and brushing the foundation outwards. The best way to prevent a strong foundation line here is to start in the middle and work your way out. And I'm really doing sort of like, I don't know, circular movements to try to get that airbrush feel. So no, I'm not really swiping, because otherwise you might get like swipe brush marks. So I have concealed now off cam. I just did really around my nose a little bit and under my eyes, and then I also did my brows, and I just think that this foundation has given such a beautiful natural finish. I always say that I like makeup you can still see skin through. I'm going to use that Fenty bronzer again in Butter Biscuit, and I'm going to just contour a little bit. Bring some color back into my face. I finished my contour. I contoured my nose a little bit, and I mean my skin is just looking amazing. To set that makeup, then we're going to use an extra special setting powder, which is the By Terry Hyaluronic Hydra Power. Anything with hyaluronic acid in it, I'm like, yes, put it on my face. So because I have dry skin, I'm barely using any powder. I'm going to put a tiny bit in the lid here, teeny tiny. Then I'm going to take a fluffy brush, swirl that down, shake it off, and just ever so lightly pat that on the skin, really patting it in. My disgusting old blush palette, and I'm gonna mix the sort of nude shade with the red shade, and I think that's going to be really pretty. So mixing those and just slowly building the color there. I'm gonna add just a small something on my lower lash line. I typically don't like to do too much on the lower lash line because I have really long eyelashes there and my eyes water a lot, especially in the wind and the rain here, so it just gets messy. But I'm gonna take that shade from the Jeffree Star Thirsty palette again and just put that like a little bit under my eye, just so that it, you know, doesn't look completely forgotten. As I'm winging that out just a little bit, so it almost looks like a shadow from the lashes. My favorite nude is Twig lipstick and Spice lip liner, so I'm gonna do that today. Oh my god, I'm dying. Okay, I didn't like the lip, so I did something else, and now I feel like I have a chola lip on. SOS. Help. So I'm going to try to blend this and see if it looks better, if I can find a brush. I don't have a lip brush. This one's dirty. So let's see. Does this look better? Is that pretty? Like, I honestly can't tell. I feel like however it looks in real life is not how it looks in the monitor, and it's really thrown me off. But I think it could be cute. Okay, you know what? I actually think that that looks really nice. So finally, I have decided on a lip. And Jerry's taking a poop. So, okay. Oh my gosh, now I feel crazy because I filmed my outro a few times, but I hated my lip. But sometimes it just be like that. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Don't forget to like and subscribe to my channel. Leave me a comment if you have any requests or if you are loving this look. Let me know how you would wear your blue eyeshadow. Thank you guys so much for the support. I really appreciate it. We'll see you soon. Bye.